You all for the second session on module 5, which is joint probability distribution. So here in this session we shall discuss about the problems on joint probability. So in the previous session we have seen how do we find the joint probability expectation, and we have also seen mean, variance, standard deviation, covariance, correlation, etc. So based on those formulas which we have discussed, let us discuss about the few problems on the same. So we have already seen one problem in the first session, so we shall see the second one now. The joint probability distribution table for two random variables x and y is as follows. It has been given as the x values are given as 1 and 2, and the y values are -2, -1, 4 and 5. So if I and what we need to do here, determine the marginal distributions of x and y, and also compute expectation of xy and xy and xy, the standard deviation of x and y, covariance of x and y, and correlation of x and y. And also it has asked us to verify x and y are dependent random variables, and also find p of x plus y is greater than 0. So the problem was little lengthy, but usually in the examination, to which extent it has been asked, only that much you need to do. So you can observe the values of x are 1 and 2, means I takes the values 1 and I take the value 2. Similarly, j value has been assigned for y. So j is equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4. So j takes the values from 1 and 4. 1 to 4. So now let us proceed to find the solution. So here, the marginal distribution of x and y usually we obtain by adding the rows and columns respectively. So from the given table, marginal values for x values are given as 1 and 2, and if I add the first row given, it is the sum is equal to 0.6, and the second row gives the value as 0.4. So this is our marginal distribution of x, and this is column wise addition. The first column gives the value 0.3, second column gives 0.3, third column gives us 0.1, and last column also gives 0.3, and this is the marginal distribution of y. So now let us answer to the first sub question which has been asked us to do. It has asked us to find the expectation of x and expectation of y, and also expectation of xy. So E of x, which is nothing but mu x, and by the definition we know it is summation I xi into f of xi. So we know there are two values of x, that is 1 and 2. So I takes the values 2. So I is equal to 1. When I is equal to 1, it is x1 into f of x1, plus when I is equal to 2, x1 into x2 into f of x2. So x1 value is 1, x2 value is 2, f of x1 is 0.6 and f of x2 was 0.4. So when we simplify this, we get the answer as 1.4. So now let us find expectation of y. So expectation of y is summation over j, yj into g of yj. So j takes the value 1, 2, 3 and 4. So y1 into g of y1 plus y2 into g of y2, y3 into g of y3 plus y4 into g of y4. So here, so substitute for all y1, y2, y3, y4, g of y1, g of y2, g of y3 and g of y4. And substituting and simplifying, we get the answer as 1, and that is our expectation of y. So now we have to find expectation of xy. So expectation of xy is, by the definition, it is xi yj into jij for the different values of I and j. So we all know that I takes value 1 and 2, j takes the value 1 to 4. So now when I expand this, as we have discussed in the earlier problem, when I is equal to 1, I will have x1 yj j1 j. I just substituted the value for I as 1. And when I is equal to 2, I get x2 yj j 2j. Now we can give the value for j as 1, we'll get 2 terms. When j is equal to 2, we'll get 2 terms. When j is equal to 3, we'll get 2 terms. And when j is equal to 4, we'll get 2 more terms. So totally we will have 8 terms, and this is how. And on substituting x1, y1, j11, x2, y2, j22, all that, we will get this expansion. And on substituting and simplifying, we get expectation of xy to be 0.9. So the first sub question is answered. It is E of x is 1.4, E of y is 1, and E of xy is 0.9. So let us answer to the second sub question, which was asked us to find sigma x and sigma y. So to find sigma x and sigma y, we have to find the variance first, and then only we can get the standard deviation. So sigma x square, by the formula, it is e of x square minus mu x whole square, and sigma y square is e of y square minus mu y square. So e of x square to be evaluated, by the formula it is xi square into f of xi, and we know I takes the value 1 and 2. So when I is equal to 1 and when I is equal to 2, and substituting the respective values, e of x square happens to be 2.2. Similarly, e of y square, which is summation over j, yj square into g of yj. So j takes the values 1, 2, 3 and 4. So when j is equal to 1 and substituting the values, when j is equal to 2 and substituting the values, when j is equal to 3 and j is equal to 4. And substituting and simplifying, we get the answer as 10.6. So we had obtained e of x square and e of y square. We know the value of mu x and we also know the value of mu y. So we will substitute it in the formula. So sigma x square is 2.2 minus 1.4 whole square. The answer is 0.24. Similarly, we need to find the standard deviation, which is sigma x. So square root of 0.24 gives us 0.49. Similarly, let us evaluate sigma y square from this formula. Substitute for e of y square, which is 10.6, and mu y we have evaluated as 1, square of which. So the answer will be 9.6 and sigma y is 3.1. So this is how the second sub question has been solved. The third sub question is asked us to find the covariance. Covariance of x and y is e of xy minus e of x into e of y. So expectation of xy we have evaluated and it is 0.9. E of x is nothing but mu x, which is 1.4, and e of y is mu y, which is 1. And on simplifying, we get minus 0.5. Similarly, the correlation of x and y is rho of xy is equal to covariance by sigma x into sigma y. We know all the values, it is just substituting and simplifying, which is minus 0.3. So sigma xy is minus 0.3. And these are all the sub questions were asked us to find. And now there is a further question has been asked. So it is asked us to show that the random variables are independent. So when do we say? So this is how we have to prove that. If x and y are two independent random variables, then f of x into g of yj must be equal to jij. So here it can be seen that f of xi into g of yj, f of x1, consider the first one, f of x1 is 0.6 and g of y1 is 0.3. When we multiply, it is 0.18. But from the table it is observed that j11 is 0.1. So multiplication f of xi into g of yj is not equal to j11, which shows that they are not independent, means they are dependent. So now let us move on to the one more sub question which has been asked there. It has asked us to find p of x plus y, which is greater than 0. So here capital letter X is a random variable which we have taken, which takes the values xi. So here we have two values x1 and x2, which are 1 and 2. Similarly, y is a random variable which takes the values yj's. So we have four values of y, y1, y2, y3 and y4. So the values of y1, y2, y3, y4 are minus 2, minus 1, 4 and 5 respectively. So let us find j11. j11 is f of x1 into g of y1. So which is 0.1. j12 is f of x1 into g of y2. j of 13 is f of x1 into g of y3. Similarly, we can evaluate all the values of joint distribution. So now, x is equal to xi, x1 plus x2, which is given by this, and y1, y2. And now we have to evaluate x plus y, which is greater than 0, is possible only when we take the values accordingly. So sum of the values which have been taken for x and y, the sum of these two values should be greater than 0. So observe the values of x and observe the values of y. When we add them, the sum should be greater than 0. So you can observe x1 y3 is 1 and 4. The sum is 5, which is greater than 0. x1 y4, then x2 y2 and x3 y3 and x2 y4. And when we sum up these values, the values happen to be greater than 0. So these terms can be considered under this condition. So probability of x plus y greater than 0 is, so this is j13 and this is j14, this is j22, this is j23 and this is j24. So sum of all these values is 0.5. So this is how it was asked us to find. So now let us see another example. Suppose x and y are independent random variables with the following respective distributions. Find joint distribution of x and y. Also verify that covariance of x and y is equal to 0. So here, so the question is asked, suppose x and y are the distribution variables. Following respective, find the joint distribution of x and y and covariance. So we have to find them. So marginal distribution of x and marginal distribution of y has been given. So solution, let x and y are independent. Let us be the independent means f of xi and g of yj should be equal to jij. So jij is obtained on multiplication of the marginal entries. So this is f of x1 and this is g of x1. Multiplication should give the value as jij. So from the given data, jij is exhibited on the following table. So let us construct the joint distribution table first. So it is 1 and here it is -2 and the respective probability values should be multiplied. So when x is equal to 1, the distribution value here is, the distribution value is 0.7 and here it is 0.3. So this is 0.7 and this is 0.3 should be multiplied. So when we do so, we get 0.21. Likewise, when x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 5, the corresponding distribution values when we multiply it is 0.35. So likewise, when we multiply, we can construct this table and the sum values when we add row wise it is 1 and when we add column wise also it should be equal to 1. So this is the joint distribution and we have to find the covariance. The formula for finding the covariance is E of xy minus mu x mu y. So we have to find E of x, which is mu x, which is E of x, it is xi into f of xy, and I takes two values. So on expanding the summation, substituting and simplifying the suitable values, we get mu x is equal to 1.3. Similarly, mu y is summation over j, yj into g of yj, and we know there are 4 values of y, so j takes 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 values of y, so j is equal to 1, j is equal to 2 and j is equal to 3, and mu y happens to be 3.5. Similarly, we have to find E of xy, which is xi yj into j of yj. So on expanding, substituting and simplifying the values of I and j and joint distribution values, we get it as 4.55. So covariance is 4.55 minus 1.3 into 3.5 and it happens to be 0 for independent random variables x and y are being verified. So there is another example. X and y are two independent random variables. X takes the values 2, 5, 7 with the probabilities 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 4 respectively, and y takes the values 3, 4, 5 with the probability 1 by 3, 1 by 3. Find the joint probability distribution of x and y. Show that the covariance of x and y is equal to 0 and the find probability distribution of z, which is equal to x plus iy. These are the marginal distributions given. So jij, which is j11, we have to construct the distribution table j11, j12, j13, j21, j22, j23, j31, j32, j33. The respective probabilities values of x and y should be multiplied. So we get this and we can construct the table like this. So only thing is, after the construction of the table, verify that the column values, when we add these values, the sum should be equal to 1. Similarly, when I add the row, last row, the sum should be equal to 1. So then we have to find the covariance, which is E of xy minus mu x mu y. So we have to evaluate mu x and mu y first. And we know very well the formula, which is xi into f of xi. Substitute the values for I and suitable values for x and y. We get this. And mu y is yj into g of yj. And expanding the summation and substituting the values, we get that. And E of xy is summation over ij xi yj into jij. Substitute and simplify the values, which gives the answer as 16. So therefore the covariance is 16 minus 4 into 4, which is 0. Covariance happens to be 0. And now z is equal to x plus iy has been given. So I'll take, since there are more values of x and y, zi is equal to xi into yi, where I takes the values, these are the values, and the corresponding probability values are also to be obtained. The respective probability values are 1 by 2, 1 by 6, 1 by 12 and 1 by 12. So we can write down the distribution table like this and we can verify that probabilities of P of Z is equal to 1. So this is how we have to work out the problems on joint probability distributions. Thank you.